Hello everybody, it's Shamrock Gaming and welcome back. Today I want to do something different. I want to try my hand at a what if of Dragon Ball Z storytelling. And shout out to Salad Saiyan and Smugstick for the inspiration behind this. And today we're going to start part 1 of what if Gohan was the legendary Super Saiyan. Our story begins before the beginning of the original Dragon Ball Z. Goku is out training and notices Gohan watching him from out the window. Knowing that Chi-Chi does not want Gohan to train at all, he is reluctant to let him come outside, but eventually relents. That he's just a toddler. What is the worst that can happen with him coming to train? Goku starts showing him how to throw simple strikes, but eventually Goku starts forgetting who he is training and ends up hitting Gohan. In this moment, Gohan experiences fear, anger, and he strikes back at Goku. This surprises Goku and catches him off guard and sent him smashing into the mountainside. Goku doesn't know what this power is, but believes that it could be useful for the future if Chi-Chi lets him train. A few years go by, and Goku decides to take Gohan to meet Master Roshi and everyone else. When they arrive, everyone looks in shock at Goku for bringing a child with him. As everyone catches up with one another, off in the distance something lands on Earth. We come to find out this is Raditz, and he has come to look for his brother. Goku senses this huge key flying towards him, and before he can mention anything, there he stands. Raditz tells him, "Hello, brother. I came to find you, but I see that you haven't killed all these people yet. Oh, who is this behind you? My nephew?" Goku tells him that he is not his brother, and to not even think about touching the people of this planet or his son. Upon hearing this, Raditz realizes that he will not be able to force him to come with him. Raditz rushes forward and knees Goku in the gut, and takes Gohan to fly away. Piccolo comes forward, and everyone is shocked to see him, as nobody could detect him. Well, that is, everyone but Goku. See, in this story, I'm doing a what if. But I want to stick close to the original story, but I want to make it my own. I want to change certain things. So in this one, Goku and Piccolo actually train together. See, before the events of the original what's taking place now, Piccolo would come over to seek to fight Goku. And in these moments, Goku would be more than happy to spar with him. And as time went on, these spars became less about beating each other and Piccolo seeking to kill him, and more about becoming sort of friendly and training together. So this means that Piccolo became a good soul, so he would end up going to heaven if he died earlier instead of, say, going to hell. And he would also grow to adore Gohan earlier in these instances. So upon seeing Gohan taken away by Raditz, he was just as angry. Both he and Goku decide that it's best for them to fly off in order to bring Gohan home. Upon arriving, they find Raditz sitting by a spear-like object, with a screaming Gohan yelling and pounding on the glass. Seeing this only makes them angrier. Now I think is a good time that we should discuss the power levels for this series. Raditz is still around 1600. Goku and Piccolo have trained together a lot before, so their power levels were double. So Goku's about 832, and Piccolo is around, I'd say, 816. Goku would then tell Raditz to give him back his son, but Raditz has another idea. He tells him that he has been able to sense his son's power in his anger when Gohan is hitting the glass and screaming and yelling, and has decided he will kill both Piccolo and Goku in order to take Gohan home. Realizing that nothing is left to do but to fight, Goku and Piccolo charge in to attack Raditz. But in this storyline, once they get close enough to Raditz, he attacks both of them and puts them down for commission. And Piccolo is laying on the ground motionless, and Raditz says, "You're weaker than I thought." He walks over to Goku and says, "Kakarot, I thought you were better than this." Goku asks him, "Who's Kakarot?" Raditz says, "You idiot, that is your Saiyan name." Raditz then begins to stomp on Goku, kicking him in the gut to the point Goku is starting to not be able to breathe. Raditz knows this is only going to anger Gohan further and is using this to bait him. As Gohan's anger rises, he launches out of the pod and flies off towards Raditz, aiming to kill him. But Raditz was ready for this. However, he was not expecting the power that Gohan had, and he only blasts Raditz through the gut, but manages to kill him. In this moment, Goku could only look on with a smile, as his son had just showed his true ability, but also was curious as to what that glow around Gohan was when it happened. And as Gohan turned around to check on Piccolo, first, he was still alive, but barely. due to his recovery skills. Gohan then looked over in shock as Goku's body had just let out his last breath. The last thing Goku saw was his son putting a smile on his face. See, Goku had taken such a bad beating from Raditz as he laid on the ground, unable to move from the repeated strikes to his stomach and lungs, that he just laid there and bled out. And in this moment, we see Gohan let out such a huge scream of power that Krillin and Master Roshi, who was riding with Bulma towards the fight, could feel it from the turtle house. Piccolo then awoken and found his best friend's body, and the boy he adores passed out and hears over Raditz's scouter two strange voices, saying they will arrive in a year, and that they are much stronger than Raditz, and that he must train. Piccolo, hearing this, knows that the only way they have a chance now is in order to train Gohan, so that he can fulfill his duty to save the Earth. So with that, that is part 1. Please let me know how it's going so far, and let me know any suggestions you have. This is my first time trying something like this, but I do enjoy Dragon Ball. I've loved it since I was a kid, and Gohan was one of my favorite characters, and I just want to see a new light brought upon him. So drop a like, drop a comment, and thank you so much.